Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start a brand new series. This is one I've been really excited about, one I've been working on for about a month to get planned and prepped and decide exactly what I want to do on it. Halloween is coming up in a few weeks, and I thought today would be a good day to get that started. So growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, Halloween was my favorite holiday. Christmas is great, but Halloween always suited me a little better. Loved scary movies. And of the scary movies, Friday the 13th was always my favorite of the slasher films. Still to this day, love the Friday the 13th movies, no matter how cheesy they are. And then fast forward, 25, 30 years, when my youngest child was born, we had the option of dates for that procedure. And we decided he was going to be born on Friday the 13th. And so he was born on Friday the 13th. 13 has become one of our lucky numbers instead of the superstition around it. He is always number 13 on the baseball team. And so today I'm going to start what I'm calling Project 13. And so I've got one of these little cheap binders here. You see a lot of people putting together Franken-sets, and that's kind of what this is going to be, just in a little less traditional manner of that. So these are pretty inexpensive. I think I got this one for $8 or $9 on Amazon. It's a ringless binder. It's a lay flat. I think this one holds about 360 pages. I like this because it's got a natural indentation in the middle, which works well for what I'm going to be doing. So what this project is excuse me, any card where a player is wearing number 13 in the photo, or it's card number 13 in the set, or is serialized to number 13. Or, as you'll see in a moment, if it's a insert set and it's 13 of 25 or 13 of 15 or whatever it is. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this and get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this binder down the middle. At the beginning here, we're going to put cards that are number 13 in the set. So the 13 may or may not appear on the front. For the first card, it will, but it's not traditionally so. So the very first card in our Franken-set is the very first Topps number 13. So this is a 1951 red back. It's in really good condition. I could show you a little closer, but it's probably going to blur out. But you can see some indentations a little bit. But other than that, this card is in really good condition. But as you can see here, this is card number 13 in a series of 52. So this is Dale Mitchell for Cincinnati. I'm going to get that in a sleeve. I didn't put it in a sleeve to begin with because there's a lot of glare the way my lights are in here, and I don't have it really set up the way I want it yet. So that's going to be the first card in the set. Secondly, we've got 1994 Fleer Ultra. This is Matt Williams, award winners. And you can see on the back, this is 13 of 25. So you can see what I meant by not a traditional Franken-set. You're going to have multiple players of different teams, different years. The next card in the set is the oldest card that I have going in the set at the time. And this is a 1940 play ball, Jack Knott. Jack Knott Jr., pitcher for the White Sox, number 13. Get that one put in there. Yeah, I like these binders. They work well for smaller sets. Even, today you got Series 1 and Series 2 in Topps. You could put one in each. Anything larger than that, you're going to need one of the bigger binders if you're putting it in a binder. This next card, I didn't know these things existed until I started doing research and started looking for cards to put in this set. But this is a 1967 Topps. They put out a series called Who Am I? And so they were basically scratch-offs. You can see a little bit of remnants of the mustache or beard and the hair that he had here. And I'll let's put this over here. I'll throw up a picture right here next to it of what it looks like unscratched. And I'm probably going to highlight this in another series I've got coming up pretty soon about oddball cards and things like that. So this is Thomas Jefferson, and it is number 13. And so the back of the card gave you clues as to who was on the front of the card. So you could kind of try to figure it out before you scratched off. You can still get these cards unscratched, but just to give you a little bit of reference, I think I paid $4 for this one. But the unscratched version of the same card will run you about $30 or $40, and even more if if it's somebody more popular. So we'll get that in there. Try not to make this video too long. We're going to go ahead and jump over to the next section here, where we're going to start highlighting cards with players with number 13 on the front. So starting off, we got a 2014 Bowman Platinum Manny Machado. And so for this particular project, if you're thinking about doing something similar, you can go to baseballreference.com and you can look up whatever jersey number you want, and it will give you a list of all the players that wore that number. And so I use that accompanied with Baseball Cardpedia and Trading Card Database to find out what kind of cards were out there that we could get. So next we have a 2020 Topps Gallery Salvador Perez. It is cut off a little bit, but you can clearly see that he is wearing number 13. Up next, we have a 1994 Fleer Ultra rookie card of Brent Gates, number 13. So this one's kind of cool because he's got 13 on the front, and then you can kind of see where he's got 13 on the back as well. Up next is a really cool card. This is a 1975 SSPC LA Dodgers of Joseph Ferguson. And so I don't really know who put these out other than that it's SSPC. This is card number 81, but it also has the number 13 on the back, which is pretty cool that it's got 13 on the front and the back. So we'll put that one in there. Next, we've got a 2022 Bowman Platinum of Ke'Bryan Hayes, sporting that gold 13 on the front of his jersey. Next, we have another Manny Machado. This time it's a 2014 Panini Prism. And so throughout the series, you'll see duplicates of players because, you know, there's only so many players that wore 13. And the farther back you get, the harder it is to find. This next card is very interesting in the fact that it is a modern, well, not really modern. It's a 1983 Frisch card of Sibby Sisti. Now, I bought this card because I like the name. His name is actually Sebastian Sisti. So I'll show on the back, is also card number 13. But it talks about him being one of the few baseball players who wasn't superstitious about wearing 13. So this card came out in 1983. He was born in 1920. It's really interesting. It says he signed with the Braves organization as a 17-year-old and played 13 years, but never played for anybody else. And he had a extensive coaching career too. So you'll probably see him later on in this series. But the interesting thing about it is if you look at this card, it is filling up this top loader. Like, it is bigger than the average baseball card. It will not fit in this binder. So that was one thing. And I don't have, a lot of room to trim if I wanted to for this project, because we're almost at the top there. I might have enough to trim, but then I would be stuffing it in here. So this card won't actually go in the binder, but it will stay with the binder. And then last but not least, this is kind of the card that drew me to start this set. I was just skimming through eBay and saw it. I was like, that's a pretty awesome card. And so this is a 2024 Bo Jackson Battle Arena Matata, Ronald Acuna Jr. I just thought this was a really awesome card. Sporting a 13 on the front, big gold tomahawks, or fiery gold tomahawks. Back is just a regular card back because it's a game. So I haven't purchased anything other than this card. I got it on eBay. So we'll slide that one in there. So that's the end for episode 1 of Project 13. If you like this kind of thing, let me know about it. If you know of other cards that there are out there, let me know, because I'm going to continue to pick up cards. I have a massive collection of cards to go through. Probably not as many as a lot of you guys that are watching, but I do have quite a big collection to go through to see if anybody has 13 on the front, and then just constantly looking for cards with 13s on the back. There is a, I believe it's 2025 Topps, where they have the number variation, and it is the Ronald Acuna Jr. number variation with 13s all in the front, and all of those cards are serialized, and so it's number 13 of number 13 on the back. I'll try to put a picture of that up here as well, because it's a really cool card. And if you want to buy that card for me to put in this collection, by all means, you have my permission. Sorry this video went a little long, guys. Thanks again for watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Like this video if you like it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. You guys have a great rest of the day. We'll see you next time.